with singers, we always come up learning to sing, you know, in a very forward motion and bringing sound out of the body. And choral music is primarily based on melody, but an immense part of music, in addition to melody, is the structure of rhythm. And so it's going to be really fun for us to bring the rhythm not only on the inside, you know, from our core, the rhythm of life, but bring that on the outside in terms of instruments where you can see rhythm happening, you can in fact feel sensation of rhythm happening, as well as hear it.
I'd done, you know, Christmas concerts, sleigh bells, glockenspiel, things like that, but nothing that seemed like it was really, that the percussion wasn't an afterthought. The stuff that I've done with the Phoenix Chorale has always, the percussion has been very important, not just something to throw in as a novelty. So I've definitely enjoyed performing with the choir because of the kind of music that they perform.
One of the pieces I'm most excited about uses just our hands. It's called clapping music.
It's a piece by Steve Reich. It's what is known as a minimalist style piece. The pattern is based on a West African bell pattern that's very common. And what happens is one person plays that part repeatedly and never changes.
That will be me, so I don't have to change. But I'll keep clapping the same rhythm over and over, and then Sonia will do the exact same rhythm that I am, but displaced by 1/8 note each time.
The other person moves the pattern over 1/8 note through the cycles so that you have these different juxtapositions of the same rhythm, and you hear how they change and become very complex.
It is the same rhythm that begins the choruses from The Lark by Leonard Bernstein. It's the same rhythm as the melody. Curiously, then at that point, the singers also pick up the clapping. And so it becomes rather infectious that two people start with a clapping rhythm, and then it spreads throughout the whole chorus and turns into a 3-movement song, all based on this rhythm that we picked up from clapping music.
There will be a Japanese drum, a taiko drum, a small one. There may be an Alaskan U-pick drum. There's one piece, the Curse Upon Iron, that calls for a frame drum, and it's not very specific.
In the Curse Upon Iron, the composer is primarily focusing on metal and iron used for violence. And there is this constant drumming in a steady beat that almost becomes Chinese water torture, and it gets in your gut.
The percussionist is in the middle of the choir, and that's pretty unusual. You know, usually you're somewhere off to the side, or you don't get to stand in the midst of the group. Balance is always a big issue. You know, percussionists, we like to crash and bash and make all kinds of noise, and then we have to tone it down or rearrange things a little bit to not blow the choir out of the water.
The singers being very assertive and aggressive, and then about 3/4 of the way through the piece, the way that the pitches are written, it starts to sound like there is this emergency siren that starts to rise and fall, and all the while there's this cursing of the iron and all of the evil that it has brought to our world when it hasn't been used for the right purposes. It's momentous.
There is one piece of West African origin. I would be playing a djembe on it, and I believe there will be a second player playing the bass drum that goes with that group called the dundun.
The djembe, which is an African, almost hourglass-shaped drum that, again, is not pitched, but the possibility for altering pitch. And we're doing an African piece, O Jalia O.
My first trip to West Africa was to Senegal in 1998. And so I've gone over there to study the drumming and considered a real advantage that I hadn't been exposed to it over here, so that when I first heard it, it was in the land where it started. So I was getting direct exposure and first exposure to the source. One thing I really like about this concert is it's got so much different percussion in it. It's a little bit of Asia, a little bit of Africa, a little bit of Western art music. So I get to bring a lot of toys that I don't always get to play. I get to put them all out there and play them. So that'll be fun.
There is music that is just plain fun. There is music that is beautiful. There's music that is inspiring, if not even frightening. There is music from Korea, South Africa, Finland, Leonard Bernstein. It's a wonderful panoply of different styles and sounds.